The most likely possibility is that they will go for a huge cliffhanger that will make us eagerly wait for a resolution in next season. And given that George Lucas likes story elements to rhyme, we can expect an outcome in which the Empire wins. Very much like in Empire Strikes Back. So the most plausible scenario is that someone is going to die, and it is not Moff Gideon. Jon Favreau mentioned that we could expect this season to go in a Game of Thrones fashion. So who is most likely to go? Boba Fett is the first option. He's a fan favorite, so his death would be impactful. But not so much for the newcomers to the series, since he's only been around for a couple of episodes. However, this could be a very interesting way of exploring his character. Imagine he's been playing both sides, secretly working for the Empire, when he recognizes the relationship Mando and Grogu have, very much like a father and son, very much like him and his dad. And that's what ultimately leads him to sacrifice his life to give them a shot of survival. The next option will be Mando. Yeah, they could kill off Mando, and yeah, he's the main character, but that doesn't mean they can bring him back mid-season 3. Remember, Maul was still dead when George decided to bring him back in Clone Wars. Ahsoka was revived twice already. I count twice because I don't think she could have survived her Vader encounter unless Ezra had pulled her out. Unexpected death, absolutely, but seems remote since Mando has been pretty much the eyes of the audience so far. So what about killing off Grogu? Or just pretending that he has passed? That opens way more interesting plot ideas than simply eliminating Dean from the equation. You will say Grogu is cute and all, and he makes Disney a lot of money in merchandise, but just think about it. It would be golden to explore how Grogu's death could impact Dean's character. His motivation will go from simply finding Grogu's kind to go full on to hunt down the Empire for what they've done to his son. If he is pissed now, imagine if that happened. I think it will cause him to go as far as ending the season with him willingly joining forces with Bo-Katan and her cause. And last, Ahsoka. I've saved this one for last, since I don't think Tano will be showing up at all in this episode, mainly because she has just been granted her own series, and because Filoni is not credited as having written the script. And remember, the only episode he wrote and directed this season was the one in which Ahsoka shows up. If, however, Ahsoka makes her appearance, we might see her sacrificing her life to save Grogu in a very much Gandalf way. It is no secret that Filoni loves The Lord of the Rings and that Ahsoka is pretty much a Gandalf by the end of Rebels. We don't really know how that coming from the death immortis through the essence of the daughter have affected her living force. We don't know, so this scenario of her dying and somehow coming back through something could be a possibility and could be just the beginning of her own show in which they explore the details of how she just transitions or resurrects as Ahsoka the White. So how do you feel about the episode? Do you think they will kill off Moff Gideon? Do you think any new Jedi will show up? Do you think Ahsoka will come back? Or that they just are not able to save Grogu? Well, soon we will find out. And it's probably going to blow our minds.